in the backyard. There's a split rail fence that covers the entire perimeter that the deer have no problem leaping over the top to come in and start feeding. They're lined by arborvitae. So what we're doing is we're actually going to spray that entire perimeter, and I've done a couple pumps on my thing. My spray is going to be pretty strong and effective. I'm watching where the wind is blowing, and what I like to do is, if you can see here, you can actually see Plantskydd, and I've sprayed it a little extra heavy. You can see it dripping. All right, it goes on brown. All right, and I'm going to do all of the trees, and I'm going to do them up a little bit higher. When this dries, the deer with their noses can smell the dried blood component. We've waited till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Why don't you just walk with me while I continue to spray? We've waited till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and what has happened is we had a really nice heavy rain last night. All of the foliage is now dry, and the vegetable oil will be able to adhere to the plants because there's no wetness, and it will dry. It starts off real brown, but it dries clear when the Plantskydd is actually dry, and now the vegetable oil will adhere the blood component onto the plant and repels water. So we're just going to walk along here and spray, and then I'm going to stop for a minute. I want to take you over to some of the hostas and the actual garden flowering plants and show you how to spray there. Okay, now we're standing in front of some really nice roses. They have both the flower and the buds on them, some of the dried leaves and things like that, and I'm just going to show you when we spray and apply it. I get a really nice coverage. Again, it might be a little bit different for some people depending upon the sprayer that you have. But if you can see that there are brown, the leaves are turning brown, different plants here that will show you what's going to happen. But this Plantskydd sticks to the plants and it will dry on there. Now, people are concerned that it's going to turn the colors of their flowers different. Sometimes you might have to, depending upon the flower, do a little test run. I've not seen any problem with this product changing the color or discoloring the flowers. It actually dries clear. The one thing to notice is that we are covering both the flowers and the buds. If there's any new growth, that obviously is not going to get sprayed, so that's something that you might have to come back and do a little bit of extra spraying on and dabbling with that to make sure, because the deer are pretty smart and they come through and they will find that new growth that's not sprayed. So we're just going to cover these plants, and like I said, we're thinking as a deer at this point. I'm trying to think of the height of the deer. I'm trying to think of what they're enticed to, what they like to eat. You'll know by what they're eating in the garden what you need to spray first. And we're just going to go through and we're going to spray all the plants and get some nice coverage. Pretty easy. Let it dry. We're going to be good to go. It's not going to rain. It's going to dry in the plant, and you're going to have a couple months coverage.